Okay, we're back with the Brad and Squeeze Show, hosted by yours truly, David Squeeze Annakie, and the attorney Bradford H. Bernstein.
What happened to your joke? We are...
No, I'm black.
Can't
say we're black.
I'm not.
No.
I'm not.
No, you're
I'm not.
No.
In any way, shape, or form.
No.
I actually did my DNA.
We already know that.
I told you that.
Like 15
I
times
am not
already.
black.
Yeah, 15 times
I
already.
thought maybe I was going to be.
Yeah.
I was hoping a little bit.
You're Jewish/Haitian.
I was hoping a tiny, at least somewhere, Africa, somewhere in me.
Sure you were.
There was nothing.
Sure
Zero.
Sure
I really was. I was all excited to announce it on the air, and I'm like, oh, nothing, zero.
Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the show. Right now, we're going to be taking your questions at 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. That is the number to call to get your U.S. immigration questions answered by Brad. So make sure you call that number. And thank you so much, 93.5 FM, for listening. Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Thank you. And Facebook listeners, all right? We got to remind you that we're coming your way each and every single weekday starting next week at 5:30 p.m., all right, for 2 solid hours. Yes, you'll still see my beautiful mug. All right, you'll still see Brad's mug. The Brad and Squeeze mug.
Good one.
All right, so make sure you place your questions on Facebook right now on the Brad and Squeeze page. You can also place them on the other pages also. They'll link right back. And don't forget to follow my page at David Squeeze Annakie. I haven't said that in a while.
Yes, David Squeeze Annakie.
You got to follow that page.
Follow the law offices of Spar and Bernstein.
Yep.
Follow the Brad and Squeeze page.
Right.
Follow Brad H. Bernstein, the David Squeeze Annakie page. Lots of pages to follow. Also, we're live on YouTube, Squeeze.
And follow at USA Credit Repair.
Right, and USA Credit Repair. And say hello to our friends on YouTube.
Yes, and hello to our friends on YouTube.
And hello to our friends on WVIP.
And hello to our friends on WVIP.
And to our friends on Facebook.
And to our friends on Facebook.
And we will be, as David said...
It's not like you're not squeezing VIP.
I'm not. As David said,
Which one?
You.
Okay, all right.
You are David still, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As David said, we are moving, and just make sure you mark your calendars, mark your diary, write it on your hand, however it is. Starting February 1st, Thursday, we're going to be doing our live show on Facebook and YouTube at 5:30 on the dot, starting Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, so that's in California, 2 o'clock. In London, 10 o'clock in the evening. Right? In Israel, 11 o'clock. Russia, 12 o'clock. Midnight. But in New York, 5:30.
Eastern Time.
Eastern Standard Time, starting on February 1st, Thursday, for 2 hours, 5:30, Monday through Friday, 5:30 to 7:30. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, or just write it on your hand. Or,
just trying to figure
But you
out.
want to know what you do? If you like us or follow us, you'll be notified on the Brad and Squeeze Show. Or on our YouTube page.
I just realized that I'm going to start working at 6 a.m. in the morning. And by the time I finish working, it's going to be about 10 p.m. at night.
That is right. So you better have a lot of Red Bull. So while we were off the air for the 45
Man,
minutes.
I look good, man. The workout
You
in
are a
gyms-
handsome black man.
The gym has really been working out.
You are a very handsome. You know what? I never noticed before. I always knew you were handsome. I knew
Right.
you were. I didn't realize you were black. You are a handsome black man.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
I lost 11 pounds.
you did. I've gained 7. I don't know if
11
you've
pounds.
noticed or not.
I'm
that
so
when,
happy.
In the Braducation, if we watch the Braducation video, which I did over the summer,
You looked...
7 pounds.
No, you
lighter.
look like a handsome white man back then.
Yeah, I'm a little plumper now.
You're a plump.
I'm a plump white man now versus a handsome white man earlier this summer. Actually, you know what? Can we run a Braducation? Look at the difference in my face. Look how
Why don't we
fat
see a
I
handsome
am
white
now.
guy?
Look at fat. Run a Braducation. Can we run a Braducation? I'm so much thinner back then.
And then we'll come back, ladies and gentlemen, to
That's
take your
what Squeeze
questions.
was telling me, so I'm just making it clear to
Yeah,
everybody.
you look much better in the
That's
video
why
as far as your size is
I did the
concerned.
video. I did the video over the summer.
Do what I did, you know?
Let's see.
I went on a buy like that.
Here we go.
What's the difference between filing for your child that is under 21 or over 21?
The difference between filing for your child over 21 and under 21 is years and years of waiting. If you're a U.S. citizen and you're filing for your child under 21, as long as the I-130 visa petition goes in before the child's 21st birthday under the Child Status Protection Act, that child is an immediate relative, and that case should not take longer than a year. If that child is over the age of 21 and the child's unmarried, whether you're a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident, you're going to wait 5, 6, 7, perhaps even 8 years for that child. That child is an adult. It's a son and daughter under the Immigration and Nationality Act. And if that child happens to be married, now you're waiting over a decade. File for your children before they reach 21. Yeah. Yep.
Ashes to ashes.
Ashes to ashes.
Dust to dust.
Dust to dust, as we say.
All
right. So while we were away, Squeeze lost 7 pounds. I gained 8. So
well, you look much better in the video
pounds.
before.
Yeah.
I must admit.
What?
You look much better in the video.
Yeah, but I had a beard.
We're not talking about a beard.
Okay, I was in better shape. All right, but now that we're moving our show to the 5 to 7:30, I should be able to get to the gym in the morning. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, I got to be out of here at 7:30.
That's what I'm hoping.
I will never have a life.
Right. Wow, Pauline Williams. I look younger now.
Really?
Yes, and yes, Pauline. It was over the summer I did that. By the way, while we were away during the Braducation segment, okay, the White House came out with a very misleading graphic on what's called chain migration, what everybody else calls to family reunification. They claim that every week the U.S. resettles enough migrants on the basis of family ties to fill a college basketball arena. Every month the U.S. resettles more migrants on the basis. First of all, why are they using the word resettle? Nobody's resettling anything. People are coming from one country and being reunified with their children are being reunified with their parents. It's not resettling, okay? And number 2, by the way, the last time I checked, the U.S. population is 323 million people, of which less than 480,000 go to family members of U.S. citizens and family members of permanent residents. That includes U.S. citizens who marry spouses. You know, I'm going to go marry someone in another country. I'm not resettling them. They're joining me to live here in the United States together. My children are joining me here to live in the United States. And by the way, they don't wait. It's not a chain migration where I come and I pull them in the next day. They wait sometimes decades. It's not resettling. Resettling means that you are a stateless person. These are people who want to live with their family members. And by the way, I don't think 480,000 people, including spouses of U.S. citizens,
right?
It's a drop in the bucket to 300.
Share.
It's a drop in the bucket to the 323 million. It's less than 0.1% of our population. I'm sorry. It is 0.002% of our population. 1/5 of 1%.
1/5 of
1%. I don't think, when you put it in those terms, every week, Squeeze, we could fit, we would have to build 100 million basketball stadiums to fit the population of the United States of America.
You think?
Yes. 100 million basketball stadiums to fit the 323 million people who live in America.
You think?
Only 1 out of those 100 million actually go to family members of immigrants. Not chain migration, it's family reunification. It takes a really long time. So this is what I have to say to Trump on that. All right. And then we had somebody, who's Elsie Foley, Squeeze? Who is she? Well, Elise Foley. Who is she? She's a journalist. I don't know who she is.
Can I take 2 seconds out to interrupt the show, man, between me and you? How is this possible? Between me and you. By the way, folks,
what am I looking
How is that possible?
What is this?
How is that possible? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I'm like, how come we,
I don't know.
I think you and we need to figure out a way to call Mr. Zuckerberg. You and I.
I don't know.
How is that possible? You and I are Brad and Squeeze.
I don't know, Squeeze.
We are Brad and Squeeze.
I don't know, Squeeze.
I think we've got more depth
I do.
More knowledge.
A nicer studio.
Nicer studio. We're funnier.
We're not doing it from our car.
You know?
Yeah.
How?
Well.
All right. Anyway.
A Huffington Post reporter said Republicans wanted people to just wait in line and follow the law. Now they don't want people at all. Or something to that effect.